I'm not sure if we're alive. I think we are alive. Yeah, okay, we're definitely live. We're definitely live, I think. I think. Yes, sir, we're live. Let me check the audio. Yes, sir, we're live. Okay, it is working. That's great. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at the standings real quick. I want to know who's in first and who has a chance to come in first after this race. It's France race. I don't think we have any French drivers, so I don't think there will be a home race for anyone. Let me check the standings real quick if I can find it ASAP. There it is, Tier 1 driver standings. I think the leader is, let me see, it was April 8th. Okay, it was the last race. Epic Chris is leading by 1 point. Is he driving today? I'm not sure. Stijn is Stijn's teammate. Otherwise, Ryan van Berg has a good chance to get first after this race. He's only one point behind, so yeah. Then we have the constructor standings, and there is Red Bull leading by a margin of 21 points. That's quite much after only 6 races, actually. That's decent lead they made there. So we've got some people readying up, so I think we will start ASAP. It's great. We'll just loading into the race now. So it's only a short qualifying, so 18 minutes qualifying, so everyone has a good chance at pole position, and I'm kind of hyped for this race, as I hope Rico or Stijn will both get a podium this race. But yeah, all eyes focus on Ryan. Of course, he can take the lead over in the championship if he just finishes 10th or higher. So yeah, that's great for our Dutch Red Bull driver. But yeah, we'll see what it brings. We're waiting for Carney overtake. It's not loading that quickly. And the qualifying session has begun. Timer has started. People are trying to get their setup right now, and then the first one will go out of the pit box. Let's see who will be the first one. Don't see any movement at Merc or Red Bull. Can't see the other ones. So we'll just wait till we see any movement from one of the drivers or one of the teams. So, oh, I see some movement at the Merc. Brumiro is, I think, the first one to go out, but he's still a long way back. There's also a Ferrari going. I think that's the Dutch King. Oh, it's Muter. I think I was right with the Dutch King. Oh no, I was not. Wait, that was a Ferrari though. I don't even care. Track map. There he is, Muter. Muter is the first one to go out of the pit box. Lap data's on, of course. As we see him driving here in the number 32 Ferrari. Has been having a decent season so far. He's not too far back. I think he's happy with his season. Oh, what is he doing? He's cutting the corner to win some time. Okay. That's I don't know if that's allowed, but we'll see that after the race. Then we have Stijn and Julian right behind. Oh, we also have where's the other? That's Dykes, my old teammate, of course, driving behind the Ferrari. Then we got Stijn and Julian. We've got one of the Alpha Tauris. I think that's Jurka 2009. Then is Brumiro. We've also got Ivotos. Welcome to the race, man. I haven't seen you in a while. We've also F1 Brum. And then we've got our championship contestant for the season so far, Ryan van Bergen. He will be happy if he can win this race with the fastest lap to get 26 points and get a 25 point advantage on Epic Chris YT, because Epic Chris YT is magnificently fast. We've also got Muter almost starting a lap. Into the last corner he goes. We're gonna watch along with Muter. First one to start a lap, ERS is on, DRS is open, and he has started his first lap. So, let's see how he will take the first corner. Going a bit wide there to bring the nose in very deep. That was a great movement by Muter. Let's see what he can do in the rest of Sector 1. I think he did it. Good. Yeah, okay, this is going good for Muter so far, I think. He's gonna drive a 22.2 is the first time that's being set. Can Dykes beat that? 20. Ooh, Dykes has beaten that, but he's on the mediums as well. So Dykes is driving a really fast time. We've got one of the Alfa Romeos just cutting corners. I think this was Jurke. I don't know why he's doing that. I don't know if Stijn is in a lap or not. Stijn is in a lap. He was 3/10 slower than the other medium runner. Okay, going back to Muter then. We missed the apex. Is he gonna go wide? No, he's not. He's still gonna make it, but he's already made a invalidated lap time, so I don't think he will go further this lap. So all eyes on Dykes, because he'll be the first one to complete a lap in France on the medium compound. So that's a good statement. So Muter has crossed the finish line. That's the Dutch King Ari. Sorry, they crossed the finish line to start that lap. I think Muter will go box. Yeah, Muter is back into the pit. And now we can see what Dykes will do on his first run. Got a yellow flag. It's for AlphaTauri driving slow. Nothing to worry about. There he goes. Dykes on straight. ERS, DRS open. Is he gonna drive something close to 130? He's driving a 130.8. And that's a decent starting time by Dykes. What can Stanley Julian do on the medium compound tire as well? Can he beat the time? No, he's 8 tenths off. Sorry, 6 tenths off. He's 6 tenths off. Then I've got one of the Mercs. And Brumiro takes provisional pole by 1.4 seconds, but he was on the soft compound. Then I've got Ryan van Bergen, also on the softs. All eyes on him this weekend. What can he do in this qualifying position in his first run? 1:29.4 is the lap time he needs to beat. He drives a 1:29. He drives a 1:30.5, and that is really slow for him. Ivotas has been having a spin, and they've got Sebe in the last sector. Can he do something about the provisional pole of Brumiro? Can he knock his teammate off the provisional pole position? Let's see, it's a 1:29.381, and he does by 27,000 of a second. That's a great lap. Then we've got Janus Lewis, the tier 3 leading championship. He is in P3, only 4 tenths behind Sebe. Dark Assault, the next one to cross the line. What can he do? He's gonna drive a 1:29. He's gonna drive a 1:29.9. That's P4. We've got one of the Alpines. Both gonna start their lap right behind each other. Let's spectate the league race owner and see what he can do here in France. I think he's... Oh, he did not do that. Okay. So, as of right now, I think everyone is on the soft tire compound. I mean, I meant the top thing. See, top 5 is in Ryan. I think Ryan has made a little moment there. Kai does do the purple first sector. That's a great first sector for him. Dark Assault moving out of the way for both of our Alpine drivers. And Kai just is going absolutely magnificent so far. Can he also drive a second purple sector? He doesn't. That's unlucky. He does not drive second purple sector. What can a Wildstorm do? Also not driving a purple sector, but he's on a medium tire compound while Kai is on the soft. Why did I not say the time? Why did I remove that? Okay. So 29.3 is the time to beat. I hope he will get at least in the top 3, and then he has to drive a 29.8. Ryan van Bergen, I think he has improved Oh no, never mind. That was Dark Assault. I was like, what? Carney overtake in the last corner. DRS is going open in 3, 2, 1. It's open. Can he beat the 29.3? He's gonna drive at 29 point. He's gonna drive at 30.0. What can his teammate do in the medium tire compound? He will drive something slower because he's on the medium tire. 31.2.3. Sorry. Dykes is not improving. I think he might improve by a bit. He improved by 1/10 of a second, but did not improve his position. Forward has driven and invalidated. Rico outlap, Muda outlap, everyone here is an outlap except for Mikale. He's gonna set a lap. The 29.3 is the pole position time. He's gonna drive something in the 29. I think he's gonna drive a 29.916 in P5. So that's good so far for the AlphaTauri driver. But real good performance by the tier 3 leading championship leader. He's in P3 in tier 1. That's really good. Well driven, well driven. One of these cars is, I think, still in the lap. Oh no, he's stuck in the validated. I don't know if guy is pushing again because he has low ERS. Yo, Soxy plays, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, Muda was driving the time. What will the time be that Muda is driving? He's taking P3 with a 29.7. Oh, nice, Dark Soul. You're driving a good quality so far. It's really solid. I'm not gonna lie. If Bottas had not finished his lap in his first run, so he will be happy to get a lap in right now. He's starting his lap. And let's see how he goes through the first corner. I think he missed the apex by a bit and he will not be happy with this first corner. I don't think this will be good. Purple sector is 22.2 in sector 1. I don't think he will drive that if I saw his first corners. 22.2 was the purple sector. He will not do that. He will drive at 22.4. Which is also quite decent. Welcome in, Simon. But that's also quite decent, yeah. So let's see what he can do in the rest of the thing. As we saw, I think I missed... Oh no, never mind. Stan was just starting his lap. Is Bram in a lap? No. So Rico is in a lap and he's almost to the finish line. So let's spectate him with a bit. This is one of the hardest corners, in my opinion, to get it right, to get a good exit. But Rico managed it decently. Then we've got the last two corners. I think he missed the apex by a margin there. Will he miss the apex again here? No, he takes the apex early on the throttle. DRS open, ERS is on. 129.3 is professional pole. He will drive a 130.6 and that is not good at all. Dutch King Ari will go to P4 behind his teammate Muter. Great lap by the Ferrari driver and he pushes Rico all the way down to P10 already. What can Bottas do? Has of course been driving for FCS in the first season and of course was a staff member as well. He will also drive the best time. It's a 130.7 and it's even slower than Rico's time. Anyone driving here? Yeah, we've got Jonas Luis, but he's in the outlap. So, as of right now, I think Stein is the slowest one on the track, but he was on the mediums though, and I think he was on a lap as well. He's improving by 6/10, that's only a 30.7. Hope he found some pace in that last sector. Let's see what he can do. It's a 130.1 and moves himself up to P10. It's an improvement, but I don't think it will be the improvement that he wanted. They've got one of the last people without a time. I think he will slow down. Yeah, he will go for a lap the next lap. He's letting one of the Mercs pass, but the Mercs also in an outlap, so I don't know why he did that. But Rico does not go for another lap. Forward is in an outlap. Is the Ferrari in a lap though? Also not in a lap. He is slowing down, so will he go for another lap? Is there a spun after the Red Bull? Oh, he's just driving really, really slow. There comes, of course, the Dutch King Arya. I think will box. Yes. And this might be a penalty for... Never mind, he wasn't in a lap, but that was way too slow in the weird position. I don't think Dykes would be happy with that. Accidentally switched back to Rico, but let's see. Dykes starting his lap. Already has that 30.7 on the medium tire compound. He wants to get P10, of course. You want to be in the top 10. Because then you can start on this tire that you're driving on. And otherwise it's just a wasted tire actually. So let's see. We've got the first sector is looking decent so far. 22 2.0. He's already 3/10 up his time, which will move him up to P10. So let's see how the rest of the lap will go. We've got one of the AlphaTauri's leaving the session. He's in P7 right now with a 29.916. Hope he comes back to get that improvement. So Dykes then. Left-hander, a right-hander, and on the throttle early. And he did that great. He wants, of course, get a good sector 2 as well. Will it be a purple one? I don't think so. It might be, and it is. It is a purple second sector. And as he finishes the lap, it's a 30.1. So that already moves him all the way to Stein's position. But we still have one sector to go. Can he improve, or can he yet fail to improve? As Brumiro goes fastest once again with that 1:28.8. He has a 5/10 provisional pole lead advantage. Ryan van Bergen here slowing down to start a lap after Dykes is finished. I think he will try and get the slipstream of the Alfa Romeo. He does not. But as we see Dykes going right for the last time in this for this lap. It's a 28.8 is provisional pole. He's gonna drive a 29.1. It's a 29.6 and moves his Alfa Romeo up to P6. Spectating Ryan then. P6 and P3. Spectating Ryan then. Left. Right. He does that great so far. Great first corners by Ryan van Bergen. Championship contestant, of course. Then we've got one driver. Oh, and it's not validated. Okay, I thought it was validated, but it's not. Dykes drove a 22.0 and Ryan drives a 22.2, so that's 2/10 slower than Dykes, and he's only in P3. So Ryan has had a difficult time so far. He's gonna get the slipstream of his teammate. Very well done by the Williams team. I hope his teammate will also move out of the way for him. Oh yeah, he just goes straight forward. Okay, that was great. Great team effort there. Great team performance, great team chemistry. Did that help him? He's gonna get slipstream all the way again. He does not drive a purple second sector, but he won sometimes. Only 4/10 up his time, so he will stay in position so far. So really has to get a good last sector to get some time in. I mean, the sectors could be good in his first lap, and the last sector was shit. That could be the thing, but we don't think that was it. As has missed Wildstorm going down to P4, as we have a Ferrari spinning in his and it's not the lap, it wasn't a real lap. What can Ryan do here? Right time. Go right for the last time. 28.8 is provisional pole. Ryan is going to drive not a 28.8, he's going to drive a 30.1, and that's 2,000 of a second behind Stein. As we see another Alfa Romeo driver on the track. P7 for him. He's looking to get into the podium positions of the qualifying session, but it's really close between P3 till P9. That's close. Only 3/10 of a second. So, who is in a lap that we can spectate? Ryan is not in a lap anymore. He's fun. Wildstorm, is he in a lap? No, he's already not in a lap. He's going to box, I think. He is going to box indeed. So I think that was his last lap that he did. And there goes Janis Luis, the tier 3 championship leader, starting another lap here in tier 1 in France. He's been looking to get a good qualifying result, as P7 is already good. And what happened there? He took it validated already at the beginning of his lap. That's not a way to start the lap. Now everyone is coming out the pit to start another lap, including Stan and Julian. He will not be happy in that P11. And the leader of the pack is Fawad. He's the leader. Also one of the drivers who still has not set a time yet, with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this qualifying session. Can he? I think he will be able to get P3 at least. Fawad is a good driver. I know from different leagues. I haven't seen him in a while though, because I haven't been commentating in FCS lately. But ooh, we saw one of the Alfa Romeo just cutting the corner actually. But yeah, he gets position back already. Also to his teammate. Oh, and Fawad is also given position to the Alfa Romeo driver. So now we've got a follow. I think that was Dykes. Oh, it's a contact. There's been contact between the two Alfa Romeo drivers. And that's a huge incident, and Dykes is out of the session. He's got a 5-place grid penalty of a collision with his teammate. I'm not sure what happened there, but the FIA will look into it after this race we'll be getting after this qualifying session. But that's not the way to handle between the two teammates. Does the other driver also have damage? That's the question. I don't think he has. As we see Fawad going into a lap. His first timed lap if he finishes it. There he goes, first one to start the lap. We've got 3 people not going out of the pits. I've got only 1 person, but the other one's DNF, and that was Ryan van Bergen. He doesn't think. Oh, and that's a huge incident by Fawad, and he will not have a time set. Oh, he did it cleanly, and his time doesn't count anymore. So, will he try and cut the corners a bit to start another lap? He's got 1 minute. I think he would just go ram it into the wall. He does. And that's P16 for Fawad. I don't think he will be happy with that. As we see Janus driving a purple first sector. He might go for provisional pole, but don't forget, I think he has a 5-place grid penalty with the incident with his teammate. I'm not sure. Let me scroll down and race direct real quick. No, only Dykes got that. Only Dykes. So Janus Luis can actually take pole if he drives a good time here. He was a good second sector. Will it be purple once again? He will not be purple, but he's still in an improvement. And he will get into P4, I think, if he holds on to this improvement. So great effort by the Alfa Romeo driver. But if he gets it into P4, then he will be P3 as Dykes get a 5-place grid penalty. One of the Ferraris crosses the line, but that's to start a lap. And that's also the same with kind of overtake. And what is the Aston Martin doing? I saw someone spinning, and that's Brom. Brom is into the wall in sector 2, or sector 3, and he has rammed it into the wall, and his tire is off. He will not set any better time. What can Janus Leos do? Can he still get a better position? He goes into P3. Great run by him. Yves Bottas then doesn't improve. That last of the people who set a time. Michele, can he improve? He does improve. He goes up into P2. Dark Assault then. As an invalidated lap time. You see the Wildstorm does not improve, I think. Or the Wildstorm is further back. I don't know who it was then. Then we've got one of the Mercedes. I think it's Sebe. Sebe in a 1/10 improvement. Can he spoil the party of his teammate? He will absolutely go into P2. But might he get a good last sector to get P1? He does not by 0.3 of a second. What can Stan Julian do in the closing stages of this qualifying session? Moves up to P6. Rico then in P14. He will be looking to improve by a bit. And what does he do? He goes right behind Stein. Brumiro, can he? He does not improve at all. Wildstorm goes into P5. Now all eyes on Muter. Never mind, they're both invalidated. All eyes on Kai in the overtake, who will try and get further than P12. Ryan is dead last of the people who are still driving, so he will not be happy at all. But Kai in the overtake, the last straight, DRS open, ERS open. Will he get close to pole position? He drives at 29.1 and moves himself up to P3. As we wait for Muter going into the pits, and then this qualifying session is over with Brumiro in 1, Mercedes 1-2, Kai 3rd, Michele 4th. Then a tier 3 stride from P5, he will be happy with that. Wildstorm 6-7 is Dykes, but he will get a 5-place grid penalty with his collision. Stein and Rico 8 and 9, Muter and Dutch King Ari 10th and 11th. And then we've got the 2 Williams 12th and 13th. And then we've got some other drivers like the Red Bull driver from P14, Yves Bottas P15, and Jurgen and Fawad haven't set a time, so they're P15 and 16. It was a good qualifying session. Good qualifying session for France. Let's see what the race can bring, because this was already quite entertaining itself, I should say. But Ryan in P13, he will have to drive a long run. So Stan is going to start P7, Rico P8, Muter P9, Ari P10th, and Arsault P11, and then Dykes all the way down to P12. Brumiro had a good lap there. He took pole by almost 2.5 tenths. That's a good lap by the Mercedes driver. Let's see if they can hold on to this 1-2 in the race. Because they're not that close to championship leaders. Championship leaders are Red Bull Racing, who are only in P14 right now, so they will not win any time. But yeah, Rico was really close to Muter, and Rico was also really close to Stein. But he took P9. I think he will be happy with that. Haven't seen a really quick lap actually, besides Brumiro. He drove a good lap. But besides that, all laps are decent. Not saying I could drive it, I don't know what I drive in France, but I'm just saying that the lap times weren't that fast. So 29 seconds till we start the race. We see the tires laying down there in Seb's pit box. Mercedes will be looking, will be shouting, because they of course want their team to get the 1-2 they've been waiting for so long. So yeah. Okay, so now you've got two Red Bull drivers. I don't know who Giel Braam is, but we've got two. Bottas there with Lance Stroll, but Lance Stroll is of course not driving. And then in the Alpine pit box. Okay, so it's from, of course, formation lap. There we go. The cars are getting a bit warmer now. Already warming up the tires that quickly. We see the both of the Mercedes is 1-2, and this is a good qualifying session for the Mercedes drivers. I think they will be happy. I think Seb would want to get pole, but he did not make it, of course, because Ramiro, his time was so fast. I don't know if Seb made a mistake, because Seb's pace is also really good. Also a bit further in front than the rest of the grid, who are slowing down by a margin, but they're coming close now. We see Muter, from Muter on, it's a bit of a gap. We see Rico is there in front, and then we've got the two Ferraris. Will there be any people all the way in the back? No. So only Giel Braam has joined us, who wasn't there in the qualifying session. So yeah. And Marshall is waving his green flag, of course, because there's no incident. And we saw Dutch King Ari aggressively warming up his tires there. That was a good thing to see. That was oh, he went a bit out of the track. He will not do that again, I think. We've got one of the did Fawad spin? Fawad has had a spin, and then Braam will get close to it. I don't know what Braam is doing. He just goes straight through there, and he's in P16 then. But my predictions are, I think Seb will win this Grand Prix. I think Ryan will end in P2 and stay in P3. That's my predictions for this race. I don't think Ramiro will keep. I mean, he had a good qualifying pace, but I think he will DNF in the race. I think. As we come onto the starting grid, as we saw one of the AlphaTauri drivers driving a bit deep into that corner, but he's in there. And there they go, Mercedes 1-2 going in their starting positions. Will they have a good start? I want to know who's on different tires than the soft, or than the soft. Details, stops. We've got Dutch King Ari and Dark Assault on the mediums. Same with Ryan, Braam, Bottas, Fawad, Jurke and Giel, and the rest is all on the soft tire compound. So, I wish you all good luck at this race, who's ever in the stream. And let's see. Hopefully not a safety car that easily today. We're waiting for the last driver, that's Jurke, to get into his starting position. So we are starting. That's a bit glitchy, but it's 5 red lights. It's 5 red lights. And as lights out and away we go for the French Grand Prix in FCS Race 7. I don't think anyone will have a decent start. Let's see. No incidents so far. So Mikali already moving up into the podium positions. Ooh, we saw someone running a bit deep there. I think it was Ryan van Bergen. He's already had a spun together with Bottas with three drivers into the wall. But they're all still driving. So no safety car for now. Oh, what is happening here? You saw someone resetting to track. Bottas get a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. But what the? And the Mercedes already have a lead of. Oh no, never mind. The AlphaTauri is still there. Oh, AlphaTauri is going for P2. Will he get it? Not yet. So we got we've got a battle here between 3 drivers. Stein is one of them. So let's spectate this battle for P5. Let's see. So we saw the losers in this first lap. Who were they? Let me check. Position change. Kayas lost a lot of places together with Janus. Rico already lost 7. Bottas lost 1. Darker Soul lost 6, and Ryan lost 5th. 5? I want to say 5th, but I meant 5. So let's see the position change again. How many people will go into the box? I think that will be a few. Oh, and that's a close. The Mercedes and the AlphaTauri is close, and we see Janus Lewis is the first one to dive into the pit. And Ramirez has fast lap, of course. We've got 2 drivers pitting so far, but Hiko will also be looking to pit. You've got 5 pitters, 6 pitters. Never mind, Ivotas didn't pit, so Ivotas will be driving into P12 then. Oh, someone spun. I missed that. And that's Michele. The guy who was battling for P2 has been spun around. I think that's a little hop that he made there. Stein, who's up to P4. So that's good. As we see number 1 driver and second driver so close, but they're 3 seconds apart from the rest of the grid. So what can Wildstorm do? He has to defend from Stan Julian, who will be trying to get a podium position so far. I said that right to get a podium, but we need a safety car for that to happen. We've got a 3-second time penalty for the Red Bull driver. So DRS will be activated this lap, and then it's going to be difficult for the Wildstorm to get Stein behind him, to keep him behind him. Ivotas also got a 3-time second penalty. He's already at 13 and Ramiro still fastest on the track as of right now. So just like real life previous years, number 1, 2, 4 Mercedes. I see Ryan overtaking Jurke. There's a battle here. Oh, and Jurke's out of session. That will be a safety car together with Ryan. Ryan has been involved in another collision. And forward also DNF, but he's spun by himself. So we've got 2 DNFers. That's a full course yellow. Who won a lot of time with that? The Dutch King Ari is already in the pit, but he will get behind Janus Luis and kind of overtake perhaps. Yes, he will. So, safety car. Ryan going for another pit stop. The second pit stop at 2 laps. I don't know what's happening to him today, but he's not driving like he used to. But now, the Mercedes strategy plan, will they go for a one-stopper? So will they leave a little bit of a gap between the 2 drivers to get to mediums to hards? Or will they not stop? They are leaving a bit of a gap, but I don't think it will be for boxing. Well, it could be actually. No, never mind. Because I don't think you should box this early. You're still on the softs, they're still fresh. But yeah, I don't know. They could do. As Ryan gets out of the pit box now. What is Ramiro going to do? Ramiro is not boxing. Is Seppe boxing? Seppe is also not boxing. But I think the Wildstorm will be boxing. No. Yeah, he will. Never mind. Stein follows him through. Stein wants to overtake there. So Bram is not boxing. So Bram will go into P3 then in his Red Bull. Same with Dykes. He will also not be boxing. Oh wait, everyone boxed besides. Oh, never mind. I missed that. Everyone boxed besides Bram. So Bram is in P1 with Dykes in P2, and then Bram will be a P3. So we've got 2 Red Bull drivers in the top 3. And he's got a 3 times second penalty. So Seppe has lost some positions there, so he's in provisional P3. He had overtaken Stein. Okay, does that have a front wing change, perhaps? Because he lost a lot of time, because you would say if they're so close. Right, that's what you would say. But no, he did not. He just let a good pit stop. Good 2-stopper by a good double stack by the Mercedes team. So Ivotas is still in the pit. He comes out right in front of Kai, the 2 old staff members. I mean, Kai is still the owner, but Ivotas is not a staff member anymore. So Bram is leading this race. Surprisingly leading, but yeah, of course he has boxed together with Dykes and Bram. But still. Thor is not having a good season so far in McLaren. I hope it will get better soon. And Bram gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flag. And he's letting everybody through. He's in P5 now. What is he going to do? Is he going to overtake the Alpine driver or not? He is allowed to go back into P3, I think. What the hell? Who is this? Who even is this? And he spoiled the Mercedes party. What the fuck? Honestly, this guy, such an idiot. What is going on? I'm missing everything here. And Dykes has put it into the wall. What is going on here? We got 4 people DNFing. So the series will be for a bit longer, but what has happened here? Hugh Bram, who even is that? It's absolutely crazy what we saw there. I said I thought Bromir would DNF, but not on this way. This is just pathetic. Ryan has also left the session, but he's still driving. Or did he retire? No, he's still driving. Migrating hose. I think we are restarting the race. But yeah. Not gonna leave just yet. Okay, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna leave. Just gotta wait till I get a new invitation. Jeez. Let's sneeze.